Let's see if they asked any more questions. So about 5K for Saas and SEO and PPC. Usually the first thing to understand is, well, what have you tried so far? Is the Saas profitable? Have you figured out a different way to generate leads? Or, is your Saas basically ready to go? And this is your first attempt to generate users. Normally, I would say if you don't have any users yet, spend your first 5,000 on something else. Maybe hiring a really inexpensive VA to start mining leads, buying a software as a SaaS or a software service like quickmail.io, and coming up with cold outreach pitches and figuring out different ways to get users onto your platform. That is very time intensive, but you can also scale a lot of that with $5,000. But now getting back on track, if we're talking about SEO versus PPC, anything you do with SEO today is not going to show its full impact 6 months from now. And even more so when you have a brand new site, right? When you have a brand new site, I would probably make that 1 year. Google doesn't, you're a brand new site. Google has no trust with you. There's no domain authority. There's no thematic relevance. So the first year and that time frame just keeps getting longer and longer. It used to be a few months and 6 months, and now I'm seeing a year out. You're going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time and money building up that thematic relevance. By the time you burn through that 5,000, you still won't be where you need to be. And at that point, you might start losing some motivation. And then who knows what can happen. PPC, if you're a PPC assassin, right, and you know what you're doing, $5,000, you can stretch it a long way. If this is your first foray into PPC, or sometimes even if you're really experienced, but you still have to figure out the funnel and the data and the keyword groups and the design that converts the highest, all that stuff is not cheap. So you can burn through $5,000 really, really quickly. And if you know what you're doing, that's going to be a massively valuable $5,000 that might have given you the formula for success. But chances are, if you're doing this yourself, there's a huge learning curve. That $5,000 is really just tuition to learn what you're doing. If you're paying someone else that money, they may spend $4,000 of it. They'll probably take a management fee of $1,000, and they're just learning, right? So depending on your industry, and $4,000, you can burn through that in 30 days, or even, if you want to stretch it out, 3 months. And chances are you won't have much to show for it. So at that, with those two things in mind, I would probably say you're better off investing that 5K somewhere else.